Hi, so I just thought I'd jump on here because I just went out and met up with a friend that I haven't seen in a couple of years. She lives down in London now. We used to be really, really close, and she travels lots, and so we just we're not that close as much anymore just because our lives are in different directions. But we still get on really, really well, and we still see each other a lot, and I still consider her a really good friend. But I just thought it was really important because I didn't tell her about my current work situation or how I've been currently feeling. It was a bit too deep. No one really needs to hear that straight away when you've not seen someone else. She's also going through a lot and in her life at the moment, and I didn't want to take away from that either. But we were chatting away about different things, and she, sometimes it's just so good to get a different perspective, even if it's not necessarily something you would do yourself. She was basically saying how, she got to a point really recently where she quit her job. Her and her boss, who she's always got on with really, really well, kind of came to blows. It was the first time that it had happened, and it was because she wanted a pay increase. Because of where she lives, obviously cost of living always goes up, and she just felt for the work she was doing she wasn't necessarily being valued in that sense. So she had went to the boss and kind of said, look, this is what I would like, this is what I think I'm worth. And the boss kind of came back and dictated her, I don't know, obviously both sides of the story, so it might be different from each angle, but the boss kind of dictated to her what he thought would be an appropriate pay, and she disagreed with this, and it basically resulted with her being like, well, look, I've always got on with you really, really well, I've enjoyed working for you, but I think that I'll need to leave this company because that's unacceptable to me. And she was kind of saying, look, I'm close to my 30s now. She's self-employed. So, she has to do her own books, her own taxes. This is something like a business she's trying to set up. And so even though she works under someone, she is classed as self-employed. And she was like, I'm now close to my 30s. And I have a certain worth. I feel I'm worth so much money in my job, and I really am now at the point whereby I don't think I should be any less than that basically. I shouldn't be treated less than that. I shouldn't be underpaid less than what I think I'm worth. And if I can come to someone and say, I will provide this service, go above and beyond, and can prove that for this amount, then it's completely justified. And she was like, and what I was asking for wasn't ridiculous money. It wasn't crazy. She was like, at the end of the day, I live in a place where the cost of living is constantly rising. Therefore, my wages have to continuously increase. So she was like, I'm just at the point in my life whereby I think I should be given what I'm worth. And I think I deserve what I'm worth. And it was just such an eye-opener because my friend's very open. She's got great personality. She's not scared to say what she feels, and I don't have half of the balls to go in and say that to my employer or to someone I'm working for, even if I was kind of self-employed and they were kind of my contract, But actually, she hit the nail on the head. Why do we work and slave over and do more hours for less than what we're worth when you're worth so much more than that? And it's not even fair enough if there's a slight blur there in your wages. So say you're being paid a really good wage for what you do, and you're kind of well, I'd like a little bit more, I'll ask and see, and all that can happen is say no. That's fine, that's great. But I think so many of us are probably underpaid, undervalued, and underappreciated. And actually, we're too scared to ask, or too scared to say, look, I want more. I deserve more. And that was it, the word deserve. She was like, I deserve to be treated as an equal in this relationship. Like, I am now at the point in my life where I deserve to be appreciated. And I was just like, you're right. No, you're completely correct. You do deserve to be. It doesn't matter the dynamics. Like, any human being deserves to be treated and respected. And that doesn't matter if there is like an equal partnership. It doesn't matter if it is employee, employer. Everyone deserves respect. Everyone deserves to be, treated in a manner and paid according to that manner as well. And I know it doesn't work for every situation. I'm not saying that. I just never realised, like, I just don't value really myself. And I know that sounds maybe really dramatic and really like martyry, but I know I do a good job at my work. I know I do. I have years of backed up proof to prove that. So why can't I ask then for something that I feel that I'm entitled to? Why am I scared to ask for that? And actually, the last time I did ask for a pay rise, not only was it rejected, but I actually was informed that I should probably take a step down because of the hours that I wanted to work. And the hours were the same. It was just of how I wanted them to be spread over the course of the week. Where is that fair? Why am I not outraged by that? A picture perfect record. And then suddenly it's like, hold up a minute. No, you've not had a pay rise in a good couple of years, but do you know what? Other people haven't either. So actually, you don't deserve one. Well, no. For the work that I've done, I still deserve one. And not to be cheeky, but it doesn't matter what people around me are getting. And I guess, well, maybe it does matter what people around you are getting, because if folk are getting pay rises and you're not, you should really, you should have something to say about that, and you should maybe know that too. But then it's like, well, why are those people not being pay raised either? They should be. Everyone deserves it. So I know this is maybe a bit jumbled and a bit of a messy post. It just really hit me, and I just wanted to kind of get it out. Like, I'm in the car, like I just got back into the car, but I was like, I needed to get it out because I just am like, I do deserve better. I deserve to be better. And do you know what? I shouldn't feel bad or guilty for wanting better or expecting better. If you devote yourself to a company for 5 years, you are completely entitled to, especially if you've treated them with respect, honesty, integrity, you have every right to expect that back from them. And again, I know people will be like, well, you work for a big company, what do you expect? But it's not that point. I think those things need to change. I can't change them, obviously, but I can have these epiphanies, and it's not too late for me to change. I was with my sister-in-law yesterday, and I was kind of like, and again, I'm really sorry for my bad language, but I was in the car with her, and I was like, I'm in my 30s, stereotypical. By now, I really thought I should have my shit sorted out, but I don't. That's not a bad thing that I don't. It's a shame that I'm coming to all these epiphanies right now, when I could have done it 10 years ago. But the fact of the matter is that I'm having this moment right now. And I need to embrace it. I need to take it on. And I need to learn from this. I really, really need to take something away from this. It's really important that I do. Because I'm just going to keep in a cycle that's so unhealthy, so negative, and just wrong. It's just a wrong cycle to be in. And I really don't want that. I really don't want that for myself. And I don't want the ripple effect that it's going to have on my family, my children in particular. I don't want them to grow up thinking that it's okay to have someone treat you less than what you are because they feel that they are above you on some social stance or class or ladder. Fundamentally, if you treat everyone well and correctly, they should be treating you the same. No one has any right to take that away from you. That is just a fundamental right. And I just think this just really hit me. Like, you deserve better. And you deserve to want more. You deserve to want more, and you deserve to be given more if you're not already done so. Like, that is fine. You shouldn't feel guilt about that. That is you getting your shit together. Saying that I am better than this. I deserve more than this. It's not you being egotistical or anything like that. It's just you acknowledging what you're worth. And if you have to give your time and sacrifice your time, which is the most important, time is the most important thing in this planet, because it's limited, it's finite for all of us, and we don't know when our time is going to end. If you're going to sacrifice that, then to come back and say, well, actually, that's fine, I'm happy to do that, but here are my conditions, that's normal. That is okay. No one should feel bad for that. No one should. So yeah, that was a bit of a rant. That was quite a strong rant. I was like, but I just hadn't thought of it like that. I don't know why I hadn't thought of it like. But yeah, and my friend didn't even know. She doesn't even know what's going on with me. So she was so much more helpful than she realised. I'm sure in due course I'll tell her. It's still ridiculous that I've not told people what's going on. That I still can't bring myself to. That I'm still embarrassed. I'm feeling better. I am. I'm doing a lot better. My head's still a bit messy every now and again. Kind of hits me, and I just have moments where I need to stop and breathe. But yeah, no, it is getting easier. And certainly I'm learning a lot, I think, about myself as well. Okay. Yeah, sorry. That was quite ranty, and I'm sorry for the swear words. I just needed to get that out. I just needed to get it out. Like I said, I'm sitting in my car, I literally was like, retain that, get it out. Just, you can come back to it later. Okay, thanks.